Enormous story plastered all over the media. Dominique, are we ignoring the true terrible cost of lockdowns because they just simply don't fit the narrative?
That's exactly it. It doesn't fit the narrative. The people dying at home, they don't fit the narrative. And, you know, to be clear about this, people have been dying at home in excessive numbers throughout this pandemic, if I'm being honest.
And that's what I'm scared about.
Exactly.
Especially now that you can't get an ambulance.
Exactly. And you should be scared because what the government has essentially done is it's turned the NHS into a national COVID service. It just has. For example, even with the crisis with GPs, despite GPs being paid more, they're actually seeing patients less. You know, Sajid Javid was coming down hard on GPs, discounting the fact that the government have been the ones that have been encouraging this sort of hysteria, encouraging the NHS to only focus on COVID patients. As a result, people are so scared that they won't go and get themselves checked out, and as a result, they are dying at home. The fact that we're not investigating this just goes to show that people don't actually want to talk about the true costs of lockdown that are disproportionate to the benefits that lockdown actually yields.
Sean Bailey, do you disagree with Dominique?
I'd have to disagree slightly because the NHS is a very professional body that has spent years looking after us. And as we know, this time of year gives us a spike. There definitely has been a lack of the narrative around deaths that are outside of the COVID arena, but that sits squarely with the press. I'd argue that the NHS, which I haven't canonised like everybody else, but I do respect the work they're doing about keeping people going through winter. Only today I was in a meeting where the London Ambulance Service were there and they talked about public health and how they want public health risen so they can focus on every job they have to do, not just COVID. So I think the NHS and the wider public are doing stuff about the effects of health going into the winter.
My only issue with that would be, yes, the media has played a massive part in perpetuating the fear, but the government, at the same time, has invested millions and millions of pounds in advertisement,